God, it's marathon weekend. So I've just got to London. I'm in my hotel room. It's really nice actually. It's really close to Euston Station and really close to the Underground. I think I need to do one change on Sunday morning, but I'm not really bothered about that. It's going to take me about 50 minutes in total to get from the hotel to Blackheath. So fab, fine. Train journey was fine, nice and quick, about 2 hours. I'm now going to have a coffee, put my phone on charge for a little bit, and then I'm going to head down to the expo to get my bib and my bear and my lanyard, and then I'm going to come back and what time is it? 10 to 2. I'm going to leave in about 20 minutes because I'm going out for dinner at 6 and then I'm going to a show at 7:30, so I don't want to be rushing about. So I'm going to have a coffee, I'm going to relax for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to get off to Excel, off to the expo. Hopefully I'll bump into my friend Vanessa. She's arriving pretty much the same time, so I'm hoping that I get to see her and I can give her a good squeeze and just get rid of some of this nervous energy. That's that for now. I'll take you to Excel with me in a little bit. Okay, I'm unpacked now. I've just put everything away, so that's done. Got all my snacks out ready, which I probably won't eat half of, but they're there. So, right, let's go to Excel and pick up my number. God, I'm out there, that is so stressful and hot, but it's just a bit too much for me, so I'm going to go back to the hotel. I am done. I'm actually really glad that I've walked some of the way and not taken the Underground all the way to Excel and back, because I've actually seen some really nice little parts of London, like some really nice architecture, some lovely blossoms everywhere, and it's kind of like a sleepy little area just outside of the city. So I think I need the fresh air, if I'm honest, after going inside the XL, because it was warm. Hello, back in the hotel room. So I've just quickly got changed. I haven't had time to shower or anything like that, really. So I've just got my outfit on for the theatre. Ooh, there we go. I think I should be sponsored by Lucy and Yak, just putting it out there. I did not rate the running show this year. Somebody else said that it wasn't the best, so I wasn't really expecting much because it's not the best anyway. So I've got my bag, which they give you to put all your belongings in, and then you drop it off. So everything I want at the end will go in there. I got my bear number 3. I always get the bear, and the bears are different every year as well, so they're really nice to collect. My bib 3670. So I always usually buy a lanyard as well, but the lanyards were the same, they weren't any different. So I got myself a keychain. It's nice to get like a few little bits. Sorry, I've had the netball on. I've realised the tally is still on, so you can probably still hear the netball on. Let's turn that off. There we go. That is better. And my finishing t-shirt. I really like it. It's really cool. And it's a fitted one as well, because I don't usually like the unisex ones. I find them really uncomfortable on the shoulders. So that's all my bits I've got. So right, I'm going to go Pizza Express, eat some pizza, and I'm going to go watch my favourite film, one of my favourite films, at the theatre at the West End. So I'm going to go watch Moulin Rouge, and it's going to be the best. And I'm going to have to try really hard to not sing along. Right, I need to leave in 5 minutes. So I'm going to go. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. Good morning, it's Saturday morning. It's just before 9 AM. I woke up about 7:30. I think I kind of rolled out of bed about 8. So I've just had coffee, I'm just watching the news, some Saturday breakfast telly. I'm going to go down for breakfast now because I am hungry and I've got a very nervous gut, so I need to put something in there. And then I'm going to hang out in the hotel till I need leave. I think I need to go out about 1, so that'll give me some time to grab a sandwich, some lunch from somewhere, and get to the theatre in time. I'm going to watch Les Mis today. I'm going to the matinee show, which is at 2:30, and then I have a table booked for afterwards, so I'm going to fill my belly full of pasta, and then I'll be back home getting everything ready, and yeah, getting an early night because something's happening tomorrow, something quite big apparently. Hello, I've had breakfast. There's no bagels, which is annoying, but I prepared and I brought a bagel from home, so tomorrow I'll ask them to toast that for me. And there was no porridge oats, so I'll probably have my bagel, I'll have a banana. There was no peanut butter. I brought peanut butter from home. There's jam. It's just very basic continental breakfast, which is fine. I'm just going to have my bagel, my banana, and I've got my porridge oats, which I'll have and probably just have a few mouthfuls of. And I'll probably have my banana, a little banana, as I walk to the start, well, as I start kind of going. It all depends though on how hungry I am in the morning, because yeah, the appetite seems to disappear somewhat on race day. So just, yeah, I'm not like over prepared. I'm having a kit check. So I've bought a few different variables of things that I'd like to wear. So obviously I've trained in knickers and I've ran in knickers before. I just don't feel comfortable this year in them. I feel quite bloated today. I need the toilet. There's so much poo talk on this bloody YouTube channel. So I don't know if I'm going to run in my knickers, just because my Puma ones do feel a little bit small. My red ones, I might wear them, but because I'm quite bloated this morning, my shorts feel better. So instead of the crop top, I'm going with this because it's so light. Yeah, it's always nice to have an opportunity to get the abs out, but tomorrow's not one of them. It's comfort, and this is really light. It's not tight across the ribs, so I'm going with my new vest, and it's pretty, isn't it? It's so lovely. And then the Night Pro shorts. For now, I might go with the knickers in the morning. I'm going to see how I feel, just because these go whoop, and it's a bit uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. You kind of forget about it about 10k in, and they don't really kind of move. But yeah, it's all about comfort as well as function tomorrow. And obviously my gel belt, so this is the one that Mark got me last year, that I used, not last year, 2 years ago, that I ran with. So you can just, it's got a zip, so you're not going to lose any of them. I did try another one with the loops in the other day, but they all fell out, and so that is gone back to the shop. That is a no-go. So yeah, kit check. What do we reckon? I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to go with this. Might swap the shorts for knickknacks, but we'll see how I feel in the morning. But yeah, I feel comfortable in this, and that is the main thing. It's going to be hard as it is. I don't want to make it more difficult. Also just spent some good amount of time foam rolling and stretching, doing mobility. So that's done, and then I'll do it again before I go to bed. What time are we on? It's 10:30. So I've got a bit of time before I need leave. So I am going to whack a film on. I've brought my Chromebook. So I'm going to put a film on Netflix and I'm going to relax until I need leave. And yeah, I'm not going out walking around. I'm going to chill. So it's 8 o'clock, I'm back in the hotel. I've had a lovely day. I went to meet my friend Vanessa. We grabbed some lunch from Pret and went and ate it in the park. But the mini marathon was on, so every tourist in London was there. We went and had a quick look at the finish at the Mall, which was nice. And then I went off to the theatre. I went to go watch Les Mis, which was absolutely amazing. It's so epic. I then went to Bella Italia for some pasta. My phone had died, So I was like, oh, because I was just on my own, so it's like a table for one. But then as I went in, there was somebody who I know was sat in there, so on the next table. So that was nice, so I could have a chat with her. So good luck, Caroline, for tomorrow, your first London. You'll be amazing. Soak it all up, enjoy it. I'm just back in the hotel now, so I'm just getting last little bit. So I've wrote on the back of my bib, I've put my gels in my pouch in the order that I'm going to take them out. What else do I need to do? I need to pack my stuff that I won't need in the morning. So then I can just chuck everything else, all my toiletries and everything on top, because we have to kind of check out as we leave, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. What else do we need to do? We need to plan Mark where he's going to be on the course. I think that's about it. I think that's it. I kind of want to be at Blackheath just before 9. I kind of want to get to my pen for 9, and I've got an hour. So I can soak it all up for half an hour and then dump my stuff, warm up. So to get there for 8:45, but I feel like an hour and 20 minutes waiting around is too much. Anyway, so, oh, and I'm going to do some mobility and foam roll and do some glute activations before bed as well, just to kind of wake up a bit before I go to sleep. So yeah, Mark's gone out to get food. So yeah, and then I'm just going to watch a bit of Saturday night tally. So I'll see you guys, if not later, I'll see you guys in the morning. Morning, it is marathon morning. I am nervous. My tummy is full of butterflies and I'm feeling a bit emotional, but it's here, it's time to go. This is what I've trained for the past 4 months for today. So, oh God, whew. I feel like I could cry, but I'm gonna hold it together. I'm gonna go down for breakfast now. I'm all ready to go. I will see you when it's all done and dusted. Wish me luck. Had some breakfast. I didn't manage to eat as much as I would have liked. I've got a bagel down me and a few mouthfuls of porridge. I've got a banana in case I fancy it, but I think I'll just leave it at that now. I'm ready. This weather, it's just so cold. It's just so cold. Thinking you go back to bed really, but here we go. To be honest, I feel awful today. I really don't feel very good at all. Quite a few things have gone wrong. Wind is something else. I feel exhausted today. That I've had enough of it now. I'm really tired. I don't really fancy going at all. Yeah, the race didn't really go to plan. Oh, so let's stop for a quick wee. I am sacked. It is a slog. I've just felt really stressed. I felt really overwhelmed this morning. My legs feel so yucky. It's so cold though. Like the wind is freezing. I feel a bit crappy. Oh, it's freezing, it's all foggy and horrible and I don't want to do it. Oh. Again, my hip and my quad, so tight. It's so windy. I'm not having a very good mental health day. Oh my god, that felt horrible. I'm so glad it's done. 1.5 marathon, done. The toughest, longest run in this marathon training by far. My body is at its limit now. Well, that was a disaster. I've been absolutely battered by wind and rain on this run. Literally, the weather could not sort itself out for my last run. So I'm guessing that we're finishing just as we started. you go. I did it. I ran the London Marathon in 3 hours, 8 minutes and 44 seconds. And it was absolutely amazing from the start to the finish. And my medal. So I'm going to do a quick race kind of breakdown for you, a little bit of a race report, just to take you through the start to the finish, really. So as you can see, in the morning I was quite nervous. I think I kept it together quite well. Got to the start, queued up for the toilet, dropped my bag off, did about 5 minutes warming up, and then I did some activations and a bit of mobility whilst I was there in the pen. And then yellow wave 2 was called, so we went to wave 2. And then, yeah, off we went. The first few miles in London Marathon, the very start, is pretty quiet. It's a lot more relaxed than the rest of the course. The only thing is that it is predominantly downhill. So I just kept telling myself to relax, don't go too fast. We have a pace, we're going to stick to it for the whole 26.2 if we can. Because some miles will naturally be quicker, some will naturally be a bit slower. Hopefully it will then even out. So the first 3 miles, first 5k, slightly just over target pace, but I wasn't worried. It was so congested at the start. I was literally just running around people the whole time. When it got to mile 3, my watch actually clocked off about, I'd say it was probably about 15-20 seconds before the actual mile marker itself, which wasn't good. I'd already added on a little bit of distance. I'm already running 26.2. I was now running 26.3. This is where you don't hit your goal time. So I decided to sit back a little bit and just push and get the pace when I could, instead of adding on extra time, because I'm not going to get this A pace anyway. Forget it. If I'm making the route longer for myself, it's gone out the window. So I decided to just settle in, not worry about it. It's just a couple of seconds. We'll make it up. Got to, I think, about the 10k mark, and it was pretty obvious that the A goal wasn't really going to be obtainable, purely because I put 15 ahead on my watch now at the mile markers, and it was still really congested. So I was happy with the pace I was hitting, decided to just keep going, got to Tower Bridge. It was absolutely amazing. It gives you such a buzz. I just felt really strong, knowing that we did hit halfway and I was still feeling really good. Obviously, you don't want to feel anything but really good before you've hit halfway. So I was really happy with how I was feeling, how my legs were feeling. I started taking my gels in, I was getting water. I was happy, I was flying, it was brilliant. As you then go past Tower Bridge and you kind of head up towards Canary Wharf, the elites come flying down the other side, which is always amazing to see because they are so fast. It actually thinned out a bit, so I felt I could get into a rhythm of the pace that I wanted a bit easier, settled into it. Had a few kind of odd moments of, oh my gosh, where I think at one point my right leg, my hamstring felt a little bit sore for about a minute, and then my left foot started to hurt. And I just told myself, ignore it, it's in your head. You're probably just cramping up a little bit. And they passed. As quick as they came, they left. I just kept running and just kept having these like waves of like feeling really strong. And I just went with it at those moments where I was like, I'm feeling really good right now. I don't know if it was the crowd, if it was the gel kicking in, I don't know what it was, but every mile at some point, I just got this like amazing kind of surge of like strength and just went with it. We got through Canary Wharf. It's never anyone's favourite. It's not my favourite. The crowd's thin out a bit. It's quite built up. It's the wind. It was quite windy in Canary Wharf as well. I actually caught up with my friend Jade from Running Club, which was really nice. I think we ran about a mile together. Got to mile 18 and just told myself just to get to mile 20. Just get to mile 20 and then we can start ticking it off. Got to mile 20 and I still felt really good. I wasn't in pain. I didn't feel like I was physically tired. I was like, this is brilliant. The last thing you ever want to do is hit the wall. Trust me, I know, I've done it. I've ran through the most horrendous pain where you just want to stop. Your head is telling you to stop, but you just have to, you just keep going. You're just like, I can't do this. The pain is just too much. But that never came. So I was like, we'll get to mile 22. We'll see how we feel. Got to mile 22. Again, I was like, I'm feeling really good. Mile 23 came, and it was at that point where I started to feel tired. My legs then started to tire. Physically, everything else was okay. I needed a wee, and that was a little bit uncomfortable. Got to mile 24, I did start to have a bit of a tummy ache. My tummy started to cramp a little bit, and I think it was probably just because I needed a wee. I decided to just not push myself, make myself feel worse, and just ran the pace that I was comfortable with at that point, which was a little bit slower than I had been hitting. As soon as we get to Big Ben, we will push. So mile 24, mile 25, took it a little bit easier. And then as the crowd started to build up, as you go down the embankment, and you start getting closer, as soon as we hit that mile 25, I knew I had a mile to go. That was it. Saw Big Ben. It's like, push, go. It doesn't matter if like you want to be sick, you've got a mile to go, whatever. If you feel like you're going to pee your pants, going to be sick, just keep going. I ran my last mile in 6 minutes 58 seconds, I think it was. I just got my head down, pumped my arms, and just grinded it out for the last mile. When you leave Canary Wharf, you pretty run down a straight for a couple of miles. So as soon as you get into that last mile, there's a few twists and turns, and I think that that mentally helps because it breaks it up a bit. So yeah, last mile came, just gave it everything I had. And on the approach, you see the sign, it's like 600 meters to go. I'm like, not yet, don't kick yet, it's too far. You go around the last corner where the statue is, and you have Buckingham Palace behind you. And then as soon as I clapped eyes on that finish, I started to just pick it up. And that was it. I just gave it everything I had down the mile. I actually at one point was like, let out this really weird grunty shouty thing to just try and expel some more energy and just push myself down. I finished in 3 hours, 8 minutes, 44 seconds, and it was amazing. My average pace for the race itself was 7 minutes, 11 seconds. It wasn't my A goal. My A goal was 3 hours, 5 minutes. Now, an A goal is the absolute big target, the big shiny thing that you want to get. I didn't get that. It didn't matter. I got my B goal, which was 3 hours, 8 minutes. On my Strava, I ran 26.35 miles at a pace of 7 minute miling. So that was only 2 seconds per mile over my A goal time, the target A goal pace. So am I happy? Yeah, I am really chuffed. It is in there. I got a championship place for next year, meaning that it's going to be less congested. From what I can remember, I'm pretty sure it is a lot easier to navigate through. The first 10 miles on Sunday was so busy, and at some points the road actually goes quite narrow. But you have to run it sensibly. It's not all about running through everybody as quick as you can. It's about holding back and looking for those little moments where you can kind of break through people and not add on extra distance, which to only add on, 26.35 I did. I know some people that ran 24 something miles. So I didn't do that. That would have been a disaster. Having a nice rest week, chilling out, slightly going a bit crazy because I don't do well with sitting and doing nothing. So yeah, that's it. I have secured my championship place for 2025, which will be London Marathon number 4. So I will definitely do this again. I think recording and tracking all of my training and putting it out there for the world to see has actually been beneficial. It's pushed me, and I've had so many lovely messages off people who I don't know who have come across the videos and have found me on Instagram. And if you have watched them, thank you so much. I know it's not the biggest channel and I'm not setting the world on fire, but it really has meant a lot. So that's it. The 16 weeks are done. I did it. I ran a PB. I ran a championship qualifying time. I got my B goal. I'm trying not to think of what I want from next year already, because I've got a whole year to see. Anything can happen. Thank you so much for watching.